Hello everybody, this is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 here today, and for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this weirdly, impressively cool looking monorail blaster. This is made from Buzzbee toys, and they have made this thing called the Monorail. Essentially it looks like a shotgun, has an internal, it kind of reminds me of an internal magazine of some sort, but in a different way. And simply you load 6 darts, one at a time, through this little spout here. Right through here, you just kind of load them in one at a time. Pull, and when you have all 6 darts loaded, then you kind of push this cap in until you hear a lock. Click, and that's virtually it. And to fire the blaster, all you do is pull that slide once, or pull the slide like that, pull the trigger, and then you're done. They also have a jam door here, so this is very helpful when you load different darts that don't work with this blaster. For example, race squad darts are pretty much the culprit for this one, and the Helen Cansey darts as well. And that's the other thing, I did buy a Helen Cansey, I don't know if that's how you even pronounce the name, but I purchased the tactical vest and then realized I'm too fat for that. Anyway. Moving on. So the Monorail blaster comes with 12 of these what they call long performance darts. They kind of resemble elite darts from the Nerf line, but I guess a little bit more rounded down a bit. Like I said before, to load this thing, you have to pull this thing back and kind of pull it forward like this. What I usually do is I tip the blaster like this. The hole at the bottom, like the barrel of the blaster pointing down. Let me just make it a little bit easier to load. You load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lastly 6 darts into this blaster. You push the lock in, and now you're good to go. The way, I think the way it works is every time you pull this grip back and forth, it will rechamber the next dart. But I don't know is if you were to use shorter darts, like Stefan's or like katana style darts that fit the katana mags, would it work as much as a shotgun, or more of a, you could just get more rounds? And I would still have to figure that one out, or someone would have to, let me know. But I've had a blast, no pun intended. I've had a blast with this blaster. This is, it makes a really cool looking prop. I like the color scheme a lot. I know there was a blue and a yellow one, or a blue and a white one. I could be wrong on both of those, but there was a different color scheme for this one, but I got the green and orange and kind of like little bits of gray. And I love it. I love the color scheme on this particular one than the one I saw online. Bought this one on Amazon for about, I want to say $25, $30, and I've been dying to pick it up, regardless if it works or not. So, yeah. As far as these darts go, these are very fast darts, so if I were to just... Oh yeah, and they swerve a lot too, so... And they're quite powerful. This is actually kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to aim over here. So essentially, this blaster comes with 12 darts, 12 of these long distance darts. I haven't tested these with elites yet, but I have tested them with Race Squad and Helen Cansey darts as well as the Adventure Force darts as well. And the mechanism behind it looks complicated, but it's so easy to pick up and understand how this whole thing works. Just the idea that, well, I guess a little bit, it's a little bit more difficult, but it's also more easier to understand. It's like, okay, there's a big size difference. If you were to shove a Mega Dart, which obviously won't work in this blaster, it will work. But if you were to take like an Elite or a Streamline Dart and shove it in here, it would probably work. Making it a little bit simpler for like beginners and such. The one thing I do not understand for this blaster is why did it come with this tiny little tactical rail thing. And it kind of reminds me that this is like a Patiniki rail of some sorts. I think this is like an iron sight. I'm not entirely sure what this sight is all about. I have never, to also answer the question of, or the give an idea of, do I even use this jam door? I have used the jam door a few times, where I would have to, pull this thing back. I think I have to pull, yeah, so just do it like that. Load it forward, and boom. Okay, so, to answer someone's question who's probably out there saying, oh, did you ever use the jam door in this thing? Yes. In fact, I did, when I had to load Ray and Helen Cansey darts into this blaster. It didn't exactly perform because they got stuck. It took probably a good solid 2 minutes to get the dart out of the blaster. And then after that one dart was out, the rest of them worked fine. And also the other thing is, this blaster has an internal magazine, like I said. But you can also kind of like see through like how much ammo you have left and if you need to reload or not. Which evidently is by far really cool for me. The fact that you can see your ammo draining as you're using it, and then it's like, oh, I should probably reload before I become completely dry. The grip on the blaster, as far as holding it goes, it's a comfortable grip. It's almost like a perfect grip. Although, if they were to just cut this a little bit, if they were to kind of push this off to like one more finger or two, it would be very uncomfortable. But this is very comfortable for my big, massive hands. And as far as what the trigger goes, it's actually, it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of satisfying to me. It comes with 12, so that means you have 2 fully loaded magazines, more or less. So you have like 6 darts filled inside the blaster, and then you have 6 other darts for storage, and that's pretty much cool for me. The performance is just by far out of this world because they literally shoot out my door. Now I want to test accuracy. I don't want to. I'm impressed by the ranges. I'm impressed by the firepower, but I haven't tested accuracy yet. So if I were to aim for this chandelier, the longer one. Oh, close. Got it. No, that was the last shot too. So, I gotta say, even at close range, this is still a very powerful blaster. Now I've seen some reviews on Amazon that made me hesitant to buy this thing. Was the constant complaint of, oh, it got jammed. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. It's like, okay, what darts did you use, and why? What makes you think it jammed? You do realize that there is a jam door here. You can just slide this, when you prime it halfway, you can slide this thing up. Once the grip is pushed all the way back but not forward, you can open the jam door and open up this, take the dart out, and you're all set. Essentially, this blaster is by far the coolest thing I've ever reviewed from that's not Nerf. As to opposed to Tech 5, Rapid Fire Tech 5, which is the Winchester shotgun that I always thought was a shotgun. A long time ago. Anyway, getting back to current times, the Monorail blaster is perfect for me because it's just godlike. It's the fact that you can just load elites or their long distance darts into this and it shoots perfectly well. With the exception that there was a jam that on my part, but that was because I loaded different off-brand darts that I thought would work and didn't work. Anyway, the point being is that this blaster is essentially the most. I don't know how to describe it, but if I were to take one of these darts, and to just judging, not aiming at anything, just judging to see how fast this thing goes. Holy bad word. So this blaster, I feel it could outperform the Talon that I just reviewed by a long shot. No pun intended again. But long story short, this is a very powerful Buzzbee blaster, and for the price that it is now, if you can find it, buy it. As far as my overall rating for this blaster goes, I would probably say. Oh yeah, before I end this video here and give you the score, this does not have slam fire. This is the one con with this blaster, is there is no slam fire, which means you hold down the trigger, you get nothing. Other than a realistic, not realistic, a rather satisfying motion of some sort. Anyway, moving on. The overall score for this blaster, I'd give this honestly 9 out of 10. This is, for the paranoia I had about this blaster being like, oh, it's not going to shoot well, or it's going to get jammed constantly. It hasn't jammed very often. And the firepower on this thing is impressive. It's by far the most impressive thing I've ever seen in a Buzzbee blaster. And to answer the question about the tech, with the rapid fire tech blaster, the only reason why I found that impressive was the fact that the shells eject as soon as you were ready to load the next one. I just thought that was really cool, along with the Hawk and all that. I like the shell ejecting blasters just because of their cosmetics, not for the performance. The performance of their blasters kind of sucked because of the shells. But this doesn't require shells, and will take Nerf Elites and these long distance Buzzbee darts pretty well, and they perform very well. So honestly, 9 out of 10, yeah. 9 out of 10 for this Monorail blaster, and I like the name, Monorail. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. This is Nerf Gun This is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 signing off for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, understood the video. This is, hope you guys I lost my train of thought. Let's try that again. Cut this part out. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is Nerf Gun Reviewer. This is Nerf Gun Reviewer 331 signing off for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, understood the video. 9 out of 10 for the Monorail blaster, and hope you guys have a great day, night, life, and everything else. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.